What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So listen. I had to go back. Okay, look. I was debating with myself whether or not I was gonna review this and talk about it, or just do a separate review for the Super Bowl halftime performance, or I was just gonna wait and put it in my what it is. But it's just been so much stuff that's been going on afterwards, so I decided to just come on here and to put it out and just talk about it, because I don't know, like, it's one thing to have criticism, right? Which is supposed to be, if you're looking at stuff or whatever, I feel like we need to have constructive criticism. Everything is not going to be perfect. Well, nothing is perfect, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be parts where on whatever it is that we're looking at, we're doing, that's going to have a little mess up here sometimes, or maybe we got it right this time, but this time you got tighten this up or whatever. That's constructive criticism. But it's just what I've been seeing and I've been noticing since last night, and I'm seeing it actually more because it's popping up on my Twitter timeline, about a lot of the nastiness that has been going on since this Super Bowl halftime show has happened. And it just it's really disgusting to me, actually. And y'all know I'm Beehive down, but I love me. I'm Beehive and Navy. If you want to put me in a group or whatever, I don't even like to say stuff like that, but y'all already know how it's been for the past couple of weeks or so. Girl, it's been stressful. But I'm just saying, it's just really disgusting the way that people cannot allow other people, artists, to just have their moments without comparing and contrasting them to other artists, to other performances that happened or whatever. It made me so mad, and I literally just was looking at something, and I was like, I don't know if this the new girls that's into this little stand stuff, or if it's people that's my age, and I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s, and I'm pretty sure it's some people that's in their 30s that's doing all of this, well, she ain't this, and she ain't that, and my girl is this. Okay, bitch, we already know. We already know. Like, I don't understand, why do people get a kick out of tearing other people down, when in reality, it's them that's doing it, and your ass sitting here watching in your room. You're not on the stage performing. Let's see what you can do. Okay? You can't do what Beyonce do. You can't do what Rihanna do. You can't do what Nicki do. You can't do what Cardi do. You can't do what Janet do, or anybody else that's out here that's actually doing it. Cause what you doing? You're sitting in your room, you're sitting in your car, you're sitting in your house, your apartment, or wherever, and you're watching from a computer screen, a TV screen, or a phone screen. And you're judging as if you can do what they do times 10. Because if you could, baby, why don't you get up there on that stage and get it? How come you ain't made a way to get up there? Because I'm just tired of the comparing and the contrasting. Like, at this point, we need to grow up. People need to grow the hell up. And again, these days, you just don't know if it's the young stands or if it's the older ones, because the older ones, they be acting stupid too. All right. And y'all already know how I feel. If I like you, I like you. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't need to tear people down just to make myself feel good or for whatever reason. And you want to know what really prompted this? Because, like, Rihanna had a Super Bowl. Let's just go from the beginning. I'm sorry that I, started off like that, but I just had to get that out for a second. Rihanna had her Super Bowl performance at the halftime. That went, girl, let me tell y'all something. Pause. I tuned in probably 5 minutes before the halftime show started. All right. Was it 5 minutes or probably like almost 10? I said, now hold on. Why they still playing? I said, now usually by the time I tune in, it be the commentators, they be sitting on the desk talking about what happened in the first half or whatever and getting ready to go into the halftime show or whatever. I said, why they got people still on the field doing stuff and it says like 1 minute and 54 seconds on the clock? I said, God damn. I said, you know what? I ain't even finna turn it off. I'ma just go ahead and let it play in the background so I can come back to it and do some other stuff. Girl, I was sitting here. I said, I was looking at the clock too. I periodically look. I said, why this clock ain't moving? I said, y'all dragging this shit out. Can we get this, what is it? What is it? Can we get this opening act done with so we can get to the headliner of this goddamn day for us, or for many of us, or some of us, bitch, a person like me? I said, girl, I don't got time for this. Somebody gonna say, but it's a good game. It's a good game. Girl, I don't care. I don't watch football. Girl, I don't know. I said, who the freak? Let me tell you something. After the halftime show went off, girl, I turned the thing off, okay? I went back to doing whatever it was that I was doing and kikiing on Twitter. That's it. And then I went back into my own little world. Baby, I randomly got on Twitter and I said, wait a minute. It's like 10 something at night. I said, so is the game still going on? I'm looking at my timeline. Ain't nobody really talking about the game no more. I'm sitting here like, so is the game still going on? Or that's why nobody talking about it, because ain't nobody win yet? Girl, I just so happened to look at the Explore page, you know, where they talk about the trending topics. And then it said, an hour ago, Kansas City Chiefs win Super Bowl. I said, damn, bitch, wait a minute. I didn't know. I said, shit, I done lost a whole bunch of time. What was I doing? Wasn't paying attention, didn't give a fuck, but congratulations. You know, only reason, listen, okay, we can talk about the game for a second. I ain't watch it. I just knew it was Kansas City versus Philadelphia Eagles. Baby, I don't care about neither one. But if I had to choose one, I had told y'all I was going to go with the Eagles just because I know a lot of people from Philly. That's just it. But, you know, they didn't win, and it is what it is. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. So y'all had that going on. Now, when I did tune into it, I saw that Patrick Mahomes, he had messed his ankle up or something like that. That motherfucker was limping on the street. I said, and then he was sitting on the sideline like this. I said, it's early in the game, girl. You already did that. I said, damn. I turned it off after that. I said, oh, okay, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. But anyway, let's get into the halftime show, right? So the halftime show happens, and it was Rihanna. Now, see, when Rihanna first, I know, first of all, it's been a lot of controversy surrounding this whole halftime performance in general, and the fact that Rihanna was the one that was going to do it because of the fact that, you know, when the Colin Kaepernick situation was going on and we was boycotting. Well, y'all was boycotting the and I had to put that in air quotes because y'all niggas didn't boycott. Let's be honest. Y'all still tuned in. Y'all still was cheering for y'all teams or whatever. Y'all are not finna give up sports, okay? I don't care what nobody say. I mean, it sound good coming out your mouth. It sound good coming out your mouth. We understood the concept. You know, we took knees and everything, but you niggas wasn't not going to tune in, because you did, you know what I'm saying? And Rihanna was one of the ones that said, girl, please, listen, fuck that, you know? I'm not doing Super Bowl. I turned it down because, you know, she was supporting Colin Kaepernick. And, you know, people was getting on her case when we found out that, well, when it was announced to the world that she was going to be this year's Super Bowl halftime performer. And so, you know, you got that going on. I said, I mean, where Colin Kaepernick at now? And that's a real question. Didn't he just have a baby or something? How he doing? I gotta go look that up. He been really quiet. You know, he said, bitch, I'm minding my business. I said, all right. Moving on from that. So we finally, you know, when people was still, and I mean, people was posting receipts, people was posting articles of what Rihanna said. I said, yeah, you know, people say a lot of shit, and you know, when some time passed, they say, fuck it. Maybe the money was right. I don't know if she really got paid or not. Maybe she didn't. Who cares? She's performing, so it is what it is. And you want to feel some type of way about it, feel some type of way about it. I was looking forward to seeing her. And, you know, I just felt like, once we heard the announcement, I said, damn, bitch. Okay, you just had a baby. You getting yourself back together. We only seeing you sparingly here and there. We seen the few times where you was coming out of a studio. I said, bitch, Rihanna was playing the hell out of us the whole time, okay? Why did we get those photos and them videos of you going into a studio and you ain't come out with nothing? You gave us absolutely nothing, Rihanna, and I feel some type of way about it, but we'll get to it in a second. Rihanna said, We gonna see. We gonna see. Now, see, girl, I don't be looking at everybody interviews or whatever, because I just don't feel like it. I don't really like looking at interviews of everybody. It just ain't my thing these days. Like my viewpoint on a lot of pop culture stuff has really changed. I'm not so into it like that like I used to because I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, I didn't even know she gave an interview, so I didn't go back and watch it. But then I saw the interviews afterwards, and I said, "Oh, she was saying something." Now, as the day was coming, you know, closer, people was like, who gonna be a special guest? And this is one of those things that I didn't understand. Why is it that Rihanna needed a special guest? Granted, I understand she had collaborators on some of her bigger songs or her big songs or whatever, some big songs that she had that was, out there. She had Jay-Z, she had Kanye, she had T.I., you know what I'm saying? She had Drake or whatever. Ooh, nah, nah, what's my name? I'm saying, okay, cool, that's cute or whatever, but how come she just can't come out there on her first Super Bowl performance and just be herself and do it by herself? Why she needs to have somebody just because she had collaborators on her songs or whatever? It was a feature on her songs and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? So the only thing that I had was, I was thinking like, so what song is she gonna open up with? And in my head, I wasn't putting it out there, but in my head, I kept on saying, "Ooh," because wasn't nobody really talking about it. I said, "Ooh, I hope she open up with Bitch Better Have My Money." I said, that'd be lit if she opens up with Bitch Better Have My Money. And I didn't think she was gonna do it right. I didn't think she was gonna do it. But then when Super Bowl happened, right, the first song, because we see the stage is red. The actual stage is red. But then she had these floating devices. Let me tell you something. For the stuff that was going on with Rihanna, what we later found out with her, she got a lot of risk and she got a lot of faith. Okay, because I said, where the fuck was those goddamn wires hooked up to in that goddamn, in the middle of that stadium, that they was just floating like Super Mario shit? I said, what is going on? The stage was floating. I said, you got a lot of confidence. And how many times y'all go through this? I said, where the wires at? Because baby, do you understand how scared I'd be? How scared I would be in the condition that she was in? And them motherfucking dancers, they was out there. I said, ooh, y'all got a lot of confidence that y'all ain't, the wire ain't gonna fray up and the wire ain't gonna break. Because, baby, I'm a little paranoid. That's just how I do. I overthink whatever. And I probably wouldn't have made it to the show because I'd be like, what is the weight capacity? Now, you got me plus you plus you plus you. Are you sure that this is secure enough? You say that it can hold up to so and so and so plus the force of me putting my foot down. And y'all, are you sure about that? Girl, I said I would have been like, I stay on the ground. Put me on the field. Put me on the field. Like, let's be real. Put me on the field, okay? And it was cute. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? It had floating stages and shit like that. It did kind of remind me of when I went to the anti-tour. The first and only tour that I ever went to for Rihanna was the anti-tour. And when she started off with Woo, she was on the little floatable stage, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, this is cute or whatever, and she started off with Bitch Better Have My Money. I said, that's where I started going crazy a little bit. I was like, okay, this finna be good, this finna be good. And the only reason why I said it like that, because baby, I just wasn't expecting her to actually start it off with Bitch Better Have My Money. The dancers were in white. And let me just tell you this. If it came to my size, baby, I buy everything that them dancers had on. And I buy, minus the little bustier catalita, I buy what Rihanna had on, okay? Now, let me tell you what Rihanna did right this whole thing. She said, bitch, y'all not getting music. And we realized that we not getting music later on. And kind of after you rewatched it, you realize, okay, bitch, you're not getting music because, listen, Rihanna popped up and we was all sitting here like, what's going on, ma'am? What's going on? Girl, we said, is that a bump? Now, everybody was asking the question instead of just saying, Rihanna's pregnant. Because we ain't want to get in trouble. We don't want to judge. We don't want to say something and be talking about, like, be like, oh, you body shaming or whatever. But, when you go back and you rewatch it, when she came up, and after the camera panned down when she was about to do Bitch Better Have My Money, she really literally rubbed her stomach. I said, oh my God. And then towards the end, she did it again. And that's when I really saw it. And I said, well, bitch, We ain't finna have no more music. We ain't finna have no more tours. At this point in time, Rihanna is okay with being the Avon Mary Kay lady. And she said music is not a priority. She said, girl, I'm only doing this Super Bowl. And I truly feel like that's what it was. She did this Super Bowl so we could shut the fuck up. She said, here, bitch, because I ain't finna do the most. I just can't do the most right about now. And I was like, oh, okay. But she was literally out there selling herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had her products out there. And that is one thing that I have to give it up to her. At one point, she was doing the song, and then she stopped. They came out with the little Fenty makeup palette and drink whatever, and she was patting her face. And I said, bitch, is she Fenty? Okay. And then they was wearing Fenty Savage and everything. And I was just like, you know what? Product placement, go ahead. And they said that, you know, after the Super Bowl, everybody was coming up in there. You know, her sales, the traffic to her websites and everything was just going up by 100%. Hundreds of percent. I said, you know what? That's what you're supposed to do. If I ain't got music to peddle that's new, baby, you gonna peddle these products. And that's exactly what she did. She used it for a marketing opportunity. And so in that aspect, at this point, Rihanna is a better freaking business person than she is an artist, because I really feel like at this point, and I don't blame her, even though I feel some type of way about it, but I understand it. She's thinking about the business aspect of things more so than the music aspect of things. Because if you look at music these days, music ain't really selling like that, like it was back in the day. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? So, like, let me go ahead and peddle my actual business that's making me a billionaire, bitch. And I said, you know what? I can't even be mad at that, because, bitch, I do the same thing. This is called using your platform to your advantage. And that's exactly what she did, if you think about it. So then I'm back, y'all. Hold on, because I had to go get my stuff. But we get back into the Super Bowl. You know, after Rihanna did, bitch better have my money. And we realized that, you know, y'all was asking for a special guest. The special guest was the fetus. Okay. Now listen. Literally, that really what was taking over her performance was the fact that people was trying to see and understand, without being rude, like I said earlier, was she really pregnant? And she really was. And they confirmed it. So, oh, Lord Jesus. We're not getting no music at this point. And we just got to accept it. You know, Rihanna has never given any straight answers about it. She's always beating around the bush. And we should have known. We should have known. And then after looking at some of the interviews or whatever that was being done, yeah, girl, she basically said, I mean, I want to do music, but I don't know. I ain't got no definitive day and I ain't got no definitive this or whatever. And I just said, girl, okay, at this point, do you, boo-boo. Do you. Be the mother that you want to be the family woman that you want to be the business woman that you want to be. And if music is going to be set on the back burner, it is what it is, and we just going to have to accept it. No, girl, I just went outside because I had ordered me some food or whatever, because, girl, I wasn't even expecting to be home today, because I didn't know it was a holiday or whatever. It's something that's going on because my job is closed today. So I was like, what? I ain't got no real food up in here like that. So, and it's hot outside. It is like summertime shy outside right about now. I said, come on, spring. But anyway, let's get back into this. Then after that, she did Where Have You Been? I was like, okay, that's cute. And then she did Only Girl in the World, We Found Love, Baby That Makes for Rude Boy. I said, yes, bitch. And the dance and everything. I was here for it. I was here for it. I was really here for it. And then she did Work. Rude Boy to Work. That was my thing. I said, baby, if she do those two, I'm going to be fine. She did Bitch Better Have My Money, opened it up. And then she did the Rude Boy and the Work. I said, you know what? Because y'all know I feel like, you know, I'm part of the Caribbean. I feel like I'm part of the Caribbean because I love that type of music. I really do. That's like one of my favorite genres. So, you know, I be like, that's y'all my cousins. So, hey, it is what it is. So, I just love it. And then she did Wild Thoughts, Pour It Up, Pour It Up, and All of the Lights, Run This Town, Umbrella. Because at one point I said, where's Umbrella? You can't do this whole set list without, you know, not having Umbrella involved. But then she closed it out with Diamonds. What I liked about Diamonds was she was on the floating thing by herself, and she had the mic stand up, right? And then she was in all red already. First of all, what she had on looked like she probably had like the, you know, when you have the bungee cords on or whatever, they be having you strapped in when they know you finna be doing special effects, like probably flying through the air or whatever. That's what her outfit looked like. And I'm pretty sure it was like protection or whatever, just in case, you know, she fall off the thing or whatever, they got her. That's what it seemed like. That's how I rationalized in my eyes. And then when she did the last song, couple songs or whatever, she was on the floating thing by herself, and she had the mic stand on, and she had this big red coat that came out of nowhere. I said, honestly, I was like, the coat looked familiar, but what is it? And then come to find out, it was Andre Leon Telly's, you know, may he rest in peace, um, his coat, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, that was a beautiful tribute to him, you know, if you ask me. All in all, those were the songs. That was the set list. That's what was going on with the show. Now let's get into how did I feel about the show. I felt that for Rihanna, it was cute. Was this one of the best Super Bowl performances? No, it was not. It's not even in my top five. I don't even know. It probably, would it be in my top? Girl, do I even know 10 Super Bowl performances that I actually like? Of course we know Beyonce. Of course we know Michael Jackson. We know Prince. I did like Lady Gaga's. I like Jennifer Lopez and Shakira because they shook shit up, baby. After looking at the that little what was it, the documentary that Jennifer Lopez did for Netflix, y'all be clowning Jennifer Lopez, y'all be giving her so much flack, but I actually like Jennifer Lopez. But it was cute, and to see how some of the stuff was coming together, I really appreciated the performance a whole lot better, you know what I'm saying? And they did a really good job. And truth be told, I feel like they kind of played Jennifer and Shakira when they did that, because Jennifer Lopez could have did the Super Bowl by herself, truth be told, and no shade to Shakira, you know what I'm saying? Jennifer Lopez got enough hits to, you know, carry that whole thing by herself. But hey, it worked out in the end. Moving on from that, it's some other people on there that I know, but I feel like, okay, Rihanna probably in my top 10. If I can come up with 10 that I can actually remember, yeah, she'll be in the top 10, but this was not one of the best performances, okay? And if you probably a Navy or whatever, you probably would think that. But for me, this is not the best performance, like best Super Bowl ever and all that stuff, you know. And I will say I did like it. I did enjoy it. I wasn't expecting too much. And see, and here's the thing. Going into a show like this, you would expect for an artist to put forth all of their effort, you know what I'm saying? Because this is one of the biggest stage that you're going to be seen by millions upon millions and millions of people. So you want to put on the best show. You want to leave a lasting impression. You just want to do what you have to do to impress and to just, you know, do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Because millions of people are going to be watching. And so therefore you would think that that's what would happen. Then you get the artist themselves, and you like, okay, well, I know that this artist is capable of doing this, and from their previous work, this is how they work, this is how they perform, this is what happens, and all this stuff or whatever. So knowing how Rihanna is, knowing how she's not, I'm not going to say she's a terrible performer, but she's not a performer girl, you know what I'm saying? If you ask me. I went to Rihanna's concert, and at the whim, I said, you know what? I've never been to a Rihanna concert. Let me just go ahead and check it out. I do like her, but do I like her enough to actually go to her concert? And I said, yes, I do. So I spent the money, and I went, and I had a bomb time. I had a great time. And it's one of the better shows that I've been to, like one of my top 10 shows that I went to at a concerts. I had no complaint. I literally came in there just like, you know, curious or whatever, not knowing what I was going to get, because I know Rihanna is not going to give you all this choreography and, you know, hard choreography like that or whatever, because she's not a dancer like that. She's not a person that'll do that. You know what I'm saying? She'll give you a quick little 1-2 step or whatever, but then she gonna do her own thing or whatever and probably stand there or, you know, make it fun on the stage. And that's exactly what she did. And I enjoyed it. I had so much fun. I had no complaints or anything about it. So with that being said, given that I see how she performed there, given how we see how she performed at regular performances on award shows and stuff like that, I was a little confused by the way people was expecting like full out, very very full out like choreography, like for her to be constantly moving and doing all this stuff and all that. I said that's not Rihanna. I can understand the criticism of saying that it felt like she gave the bare minimum, like, it really didn't do much. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really do much because technically she did it, and she's pregnant or whatever, and people like, and see, this is where the comparisons to Beyonce came in, and it made me mad. It made me mad because there was one particular account that was putting up there about how, well, when Beyonce was pregnant in the Grammys or whatever, putting up her Grammy performance, and she was in the chair and all that stuff, and she performed Love Drought. I'm sitting here like, and y'all know I'm one of Beyonce's biggest fans, okay? Literally and figuratively, okay? And my whole thing is, how can you compare a performance like that where, technically speaking, in that performance, Beyonce, who was fully pregnant, barely did anything then, okay? And it was a different song. It wasn't high energy. It was Love Drought, mainly so that she didn't have to do that and put too much effort into it. But it was a beautiful performance. It was a beautiful performance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, why are y'all comparing this? And then you want to put up the clips of Beyonce when she was doing the dancing in the suit or whatever, when they was trying to go on a promo train or whatever for Hillary Clinton, and she was pregnant then or whatever. And I'm just sitting here like, why are y'all comparing these two ladies like this? Everybody is different. Every woman is different when it comes to pregnancy. We don't know if prior to this that Rihanna was just throwing up the night 2 minutes before she got on the stage. We don't know if her fucking feet was hurting and they swelling up in the boot and she couldn't do nothing. Okay? And I know people like, well, if you knew you was gonna do this, and if you knew that you was pregnant and your body was going through this, you shouldn't have accepted this or whatever. But it looked like she recently just got pregnant. She looked a good 4 months, 5 probably. So she probably found out as soon as that's when I'm going to assume, she probably found out as soon as she signed the contract to come on, you know what I'm saying? And all the promo and stuff had went out. She ain't know that she was pregnant, and so therefore that's what happened. And still, at the end of the day, she could have dropped out, but that just wouldn't have looked right. She went on ahead and she did what she could do or what she wanted to do. And I'm not tripping about it. Do I say it didn't have that much energy from her? Yes, but I still enjoyed it. And this is not me trying to suck up or whatever. This is my honest opinion. Like, I get the criticism. I get the criticism that you probably wanted a little bit more. You probably want a little bit more dance steps because we're used to seeing performers perform. But yet, if there would have been a rock artist that came out there and they just stood there and they just played their guitar or whatever and screamed all over the place, it wouldn't be no criticism, and we wouldn't be expecting them to be doing all this dancing stuff. The Weeknd came out there and he sang and he was rolling around in the maze and all that stuff. He wasn't doing choreography or whatever. So why are y'all expecting an artist that doesn't really do stuff like this to go above and beyond? Yes, I understand that, yeah, she could have gave a little bit more, but she just gave what she gave. And at this point, it is what it is. And I ain't making no excuses. I'm just saying, no, it wasn't the best, but I'm not tripping over it. I'm not tripping over it because I actually enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I like to find the good in things as well as the bad, but focus on the good parts. And I'm just not finna just be overly critical. Just be overly critical. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, because the things that I was seeing on Twitter, like, people were being downright nasty. And again, like I keep saying, it is okay to have constructive criticism. It is okay to say that you wish you would have gave a little bit more, because honestly, I do too. But at the same time, it's not bothering me. I'm content with what she gave. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I know what type of artist Rihanna is. But at the same time, people were just doing the absolute most. And I'm sitting here like, do you not know who this girl is? Since when have she given all the stuff that you asking for? She hasn't. And then for the Stan Wars to be going off, like, it's just ridiculous. It's dumb. Let the Navy and the fans of Rihanna have their moment. Y'all don't need to come in if you're not fans of her. If you ain't really like it, say you ain't like it and move on. We ain't got to keep on comparing and contrasting and then dragging her, dragging the fans, and y'all going back and forth. It just mudslinging. And I'm just sitting here like, this is ridiculous. I don't like it when any artists get that type of attention where y'all going back and forth and y'all dragging and doing all that stuff and you're taking away from what they actually accomplished. Because at the end of the day, they did something that you ain't doing and you watching them. You still tuned in to watch them. So like it is what it is. But Rihanna girl, that bitch really said y'all ain't getting no music, okay? I said, child, all right, girl. You in the fetus. ASAP Rocky, nigga, stay off of her. Okay, like give us a chance. Stop being so damn selfish. I really feel like you only looking out for yourself or whatever. Like, I get it. That's your woman or whatever, but think about us sometimes, okay? Like, be considerate. Strap that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. Put a little Rocky away, okay? Put a little Rocky away. You know what I'm saying? Give us some time, all right? Like we want some time with it too. You know what I'm saying? We've been begging for it before you came along, you know, and then you came along and really just pushed everything fucking back. Girl, I'm getting mad at him. Why am I blaming him? Anyway, I enjoyed it for the most part. Yes, I do feel like it was like, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna ask this question: was she lip syncing? Because some of the vocals was actually sounding better than I've heard her sing in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And again, let's talk about that. Rihanna ain't nobody's singer, okay? So I don't know what y'all was up there expecting, like for her to belt out and be a singer. She did the best that she could. She did what she could. She did what she did, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. You know, people playing around with the background vocals, taking the background out and trying to just listen to the raw vocals to make it seem like, oh, well, she just sucked so bad and all this stuff. I said, y'all are so pathetic and miserable at this point, you know, to be doing shit like that. But anyway, put down in the comments, who would y'all like to see perform at the Super Bowl next year or anytime soon? I know somebody had said something about Chris Brown. Chris Brown said nope, because, you know, American outlets or whatever media don't fuck with him, so he gonna go with where he's appreciated. I said, well, technically speaking, Chris, you brought that on yourself, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. You still got a lot of work to put in. Not saying that you ain't got the singles and stuff to do it, but that media training and all that stuff, you do got to win people over, so I understand his sentiments, but, you know, you kind of brought that on yourself as well. We have suggested Usher, and it was a whole debate. Every time we had stuff like this, oh my God, Usher's name come up, and then you have a few dummies that be like, because this one girl gonna say Usher don't have the pop hits to do a whole set. And I said, well, if he's an R&B artist, as if there was an R&B artist that was been on the Super Bowl, you mean to tell me, so just to be a Super Bowl performer, you have to have pop hits? And it's talking about the genre of pop, not just it being popular music, but the genre of pop, like it's R&B, pop, rock, all of that stuff. And I'm sitting here like, that's dumb, because obviously you don't know Usher's catalog. A lot, baby. People know My Way, like them white people know My Way or whatever. They know, yeah, of course everybody knows, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Plus he got, oh my God, you know, oh. They got all of that. Usher, Raymond versus Raymond, you know, you got all of that. He got material, okay? And it's a lot of white people that's going to, I'm pretty sure it's white people that's going to see him in Vegas when he was on his residency. You know what I'm saying? And he put on a fucking show. All the clips and everything that I've seen, they were on their feet, okay? And it's been nothing but good. Good. Baby, Usher come out there on that stage and start skating. I want to see that, okay? Usher has the hits. Usher has the music. Who else can come out there these days? I would say Nicki Minaj, but then Nicki Minaj for me would be like, she would have to, I want her background dancers to actually like, for me, I feel like we'll be listening to her rap, but if we want an actual performance, it'll be just like Rihanna's in the sense that, you know, Rihanna background dancers 8, okay? They were the shit. They were the performers to be. If you want to be really real, the performers of this Super Bowl was the background dancers and the lady that was doing the 20-year-old woman who was doing the sign language. I said 20 years old. Mama was doing her thing, so shout out to you, boo. But when it comes to like the background dancers, y'all look up this group called Royal Family. They're a dance group, and I be seeing them on TikTok, and I used to see them on I see them on YouTube as well. They had dance competitions, and baby, they be killing it. So as soon as I seen that they was a part of it, I said, oh yes, them dancers is about to cut it up. So, you know, if Nikki gets some bomb-ass dancers in the back, she can get through with it. Because we know Nikki ain't a dancer or whatever, but she's also a hip-hop star, so you don't expect them to be doing all that choreography or whatever. But Nikki can put in a couple of 1-2 steps. She's has before. But Nikki performed at the I was about to say Nikki performed at the Nickel Bowl. Whoo, wrong thing. Nikki performed at the Super Bowl during when Madonna performed. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? That was years ago. I have forgot. That literally just popped up in my mind. Like, yeah, she was there at one point. Let me look that up before I be misspoken. Madonna Super Bowl. MIA. Girl. Hold on. Yeah, that was back when LMFAO was around. Nikki was with Madonna. Okay, yeah, she did it before. Okay, but we can do her whole set or whatever. But y'all tell me, I can't think of nobody else right about now. Somebody said Cardi B, but Cardi, girl, they ain't ready for Cardi. I mean, the people like Cardi, but they ain't ready for Cardi. Cardi ain't got, I don't know, Cardi got a, bitch, where is Cardi album? Bitch, where the fuck is Nicki Minaj at? Since I didn't brought her up, where is she? She been quiet. I don't know. Like, we got a lot of new artists these days that I'm not really, I'm gonna be 100% with y'all. And I don't even want to make, no, I'm not gonna do it in this video. I'll tell y'all later. But anyway, y'all put down in the comments, who would y'all like to see? Okay, and what would the set list be like? And y'all just put y'all honest opinion. Like, did you really like it? And I understand if you don't, like, because I trust me, I get it. And like, let's be respectful. Put down the songs that you probably would have had the set list. Cause didn't she say like she changed the set list like 39 times or something like that? I said, oh, cause she got a mass catalog, and that's why I was just like worried about what would it have been. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm okay with it. Like I said, this wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst for me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Let's discuss it. Let's be respectful of one another. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.